There comes a time in everybody's life where you have to cut off all distraction. Of course, I advise someone to be in a good, relatively stable mental state, but for being extreme, sometimes when we're the most broken is when we need the most quiet. And what I mean by that is that video games, watching TV shows, consuming content even on YouTube, educational stuff, depends where you're at in your journey. But you notice people drink to numb themselves, right? They smoke weed to numb themselves. They do drugs so they're not present, so they're not in their body, so they escape mentally or physically. And everybody does this, right? Including myself. But the more you cut away, the more aware we become that there's something not right. I genuinely believe that's why the world is trying to distract us so much with the social media, with all these endless shows, all these endless options, with dating apps. There's a barrage of things that we are battling. And why is that? What is it that we are trying to escape? What is it that they're trying to distract us from? I think primarily for us it's fear. Fear of stillness. Fear of what might actually come up. Fear of coming to terms and confronting that which we're not comfortable with. Knowing that we could do better. Knowing that we aren't up to our standards, to our potential. We know we could do more. And little by little, I've been doing this more and more and more. I'm aware of where I'm trying to distract myself. In my ways, because on my journey I've cut off, video games, I've cut off watching TV shows mindlessly. It doesn't mean that I don't enjoy a movie or two with my family, because those are moments of bonding. There's a difference there. Instead of binge watching a show just because I don't want to think. See, we get home from work, right? And this is something that I would do. We get home from work and start playing video games. I want to relax, right? I don't want to think about work anymore. My head hurts thinking about work. Or you go home from work or school, college, whatever it is, we don't want to think about this shit anymore. We've done so much mental work, so much physical work. I just want to get rid of it, push it away. But what is it really at the core that we're trying to escape? For me, is coming home from work or from college. I didn't want to think anymore. I was so unhappy at that minimum wage job, making sandwiches. I was so unhappy. So what would I do? Play Red Dead Redemption or watch a show. Watch 2, 3, 4 episodes. Instead of thinking, how do I get myself out of here? How do I solve this? What is the game? What are the rules of the game? What strategy can I use to get out of this game? To win the game. Because there are ways to win the game. Or at least level up in the game. Multiple ways. But instead, what do? Out with friends on the weekend, drinking. Next day, wake up, we're tired. Even if we're not hungover, we know we feel tired. We went to sleep at 2 a.m., woke up late, morning starts late. Or maybe we don't even wake up in the morning, it's already noontime. Now we have to prepare for work, for Monday, go grocery shopping, do all this stuff. We didn't give ourselves the time to sit down and be still and analyze and assess, where are we? Why are we unhappy? Why do I feel so comfortable numbing myself? So I think it's important for everyone to really be real. Be real. Where are we? What are we doing and why are we trying to distract ourselves? For me, it's educational content. So I say, okay, this is useful stuff. But sometimes it's really not. Sometimes it's because I don't want to be in my brain actually thinking thoughts, knowing that I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. The one main thing. It is painful. It is painful coming to terms like I'm not living to my purpose. But you can live however you want. Everybody's entitled to that, barring some, illegal activities and, don't murder someone, stuff like that. Let's say we're staying in the moral realm, all right? We're allowed to numb ourselves. In this society, it's encouraged. It really is. What I am saying instead is to really look at it. Are we genuinely happy doing those things? Let's say, what's wrong with me going out with my friends and drinking? I'm happy doing that. I'm bonding with them. All right, that's you. You're an adult. You know how to, know what's best for you, right? All right. Trust me, if we take the time to really silence ourselves, to really go within, we might find that's not really the answer. Maybe we don't actually want to do that with our friends. Maybe we don't actually want those friends in the first place. I know it sounds horrible, but a lot of times our friendships are bonded by like smoking weed. The only reason I had certain friendships or had bonds with certain people was because we were smoking weed. We just, you know, pass around the pipe, the joint, the blunt, and then just be lazy. Eat. We're like, okay, let's make some bacon, let's eat some chips, and then just watch anime or fucking whatever it was, right? Play video games. If we weren't too high to play video games, we were bonded by this substance. And outside of that, I've lost people because of that. I don't bond with people the same way because that substance I no longer partake in. And if anything, it threatens a lot of people because, okay, this person thinks he's too good for me because, he doesn't smoke weed anymore. It's not even that. It's just that it's no longer aligned to my lifestyle. It's usually the other way around. That person feels threatened because they see that they can't quit the substance, that they're numbing themselves, that they're asleep. I know I'm coming for a lot of people's throat. I get it. But I'm not doing this to be mean, to be egotistical, because I have a lot of things I'm working on myself. There are things that I have to confront. There are fears that I have. There are things that I am not doing right now. So I'm not above. I'm progressing just like anybody else. Might be in a different place in the race, but I am progressing. And if at any point I mess up or stop doing those things, I can fall back just as easily. I'm not above that. So it doesn't come from this egotistical place. Rather, it comes from reality. It comes from experience. It comes from living that life and being there. And knowing what's on the other side. Knowing there's better. Knowing that living an aligned, purposeful, present life without these things can be more fulfilling, way more fulfilling than anything else I've ever done. It's important for every man to take a sabbatical, really. And not like this, oh, let's go to like Thailand and just, do some degenerate things. I'm not talking about that. I'm saying just go out into the woods for a bit where it's quiet and there's nothing, and you really confront yourself. I look over there because I'm really thinking like I'm gonna make that happen for myself soon. It's something that's been missing in my life. It's something that fuels me. It's something that I've been making excuses to not make it happen. Granted, there are real barriers to making that happen, but if we really want to do this, if it's really a priority, we'll make it a priority. The distractions are keeping you asleep. They're keeping me asleep. They're keeping you from what is truly fulfilling, from what is really in your core. So let's take a moment, just take a moment to really take that in. You know what that means for you. You know where you're at right now. I'm not saying you're not doing what you're supposed to, or you're not doing what you're not supposed to, or I worded that weird, but you know what I'm saying, man. But you'll know if you're lying to yourself. You'll know at your core. If I made you angry, it's very likely that there's some truth there. I sound like a dick, but man, it's true. It's true. Anyway, I invite everybody to take that moment to even plan one day, some time to really sit in it, to stare at a wall for a bit, or I don't know, however you want to go about it. Someone I know, that's his way of doing things. Just stare at a wall for hours, no stimulation, and it's something. Think about it. When are we really without stimulation? It's very rare. So let's level up. Let's be present. I'm going to be doing that trip for myself soon. Maybe I'll document it. I'll see you in the next one. As of right now, I'm filming in December. We're approaching the new year, guys. So I'll be offering free weekend coaching for the first 3 people that sign up. New year, new you, right? That's why I'm doing this, because the new year is such a powerful time to start our shift in identities. If you're interested in becoming the next level man, becoming the most authentic, masculine man, you are the hero of your own journey. Let me help you slay that motherfucking dragon. Come work with me. It's free. You have nothing to lose. Let's become the most magnetic, masculine, authentic versions of ourselves. Looking forward to working with some of you guys. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.